This conversation about building up your blueprint. It's time to take it cause time is wasted. Go grind and chase it, don't lose it. This generation need integration with information to move with. An inclination that is abiding in entertaining improvement.
Hey, Blueprint Nation, welcome back to another episode. Yes, all right. Welcome to another episode of the Respect My Blueprint podcast, where we give you the blueprint on how to do shit around here. All right. And today's guest, guys, I have another business owner who is going to share with you the power of being able to go ahead and produce positivity and generate more sales for your business through leveraging swag bags, all right, promotional materials, being able to go ahead and build your empire by giving things away to your audience. All right. So I'm super excited for today's guest. Today's guest, she has, turned mindsets and turned breakdowns into a multi-million-dollar business. Okay. She's an entrepreneur, positivity expert, and also the queen of crushing anxiety with purpose. All right. She took her fear, flipped it into fuel, and used her self-created method, positive activity, to transform her life, her business, and more importantly, what we're going to learn today, her bank account. All right. So I hope you guys are super excited for today's guest. She's going to drop some powerful gems for us. Let's go ahead and welcome to the stage my guest, Lori Rogers. Lori, how are you doing today? Glad to have you on the show.
Thanks, Wesley, for having me.
Awesome. Well, definitely happy to have you here on the show with us. Super excited. I tried to introduce you to the audience, but if you could go ahead and take a little time to share a little bit about your background and your expertise with everybody, that would be absolutely dope right there.
Sure. Yes. So I am Lori Rogers. I'm a mom of 3 young adults. And married, my husband Neil, and we've had a business since, for 27 years now, and it's our swag business called Rogers Marketing.
Okay.
And we are located outside the Boston area. And remember, we started 27 years ago, before there wasn't even the internet, right? Like it was a whole different world back then of marketing and connecting with clients and doing what we needed to do. But it was fun, and we started with 0 and grew it, to multi-million-dollar business. But let me also tell you, I have my middle child is a non-speaker, diagnosed with autism. So
right.
There's that piece of my life that's huge. The way I got into this sort of positive activity, this positive mindset, and this bringing this into the business, and also having a separate business called Positive Activity, to teach people how to do it themselves, is, I'll tell you why. In 2011, remember, when you're young, but remember there was a recession back then. And our business was like sank. Clients lost their jobs. Some of them lost their jobs. No one was buying anything. Quotes were canceled. Orders were canceled. And I was like, ugh. And at that time, I didn't have the skills to really recover from that. I didn't have the skills and the techniques and the tools to deal with my anxiety, my worry, my fear. I didn't have much resilience. I had some resilience, but not enough, because 2 other things were happening at the same time. My daughter was a Division I athlete, was home dealing with post-concussion syndrome, which took her from this star athlete to sitting in her bedroom in the dark, in a corner, no screens, no phone, no TV, no anything, no driving, no reading. It was very heart-wrenching at the time. Then my middle son at that time was transitioning from high school, the special needs high school, to the special needs adult world, which, if you don't know, is quite, at that time anyway, was an open book. And what do we do? Where do we go? Where are the programs? How do we keep him involved every day? And all of those things. So this stuff was kind of mounting. And I didn't have the tools to sort of pick myself up and feel better and do what I needed to do every day. So it was a hard time. And my daughter, who was home recovering, asked me to take her to a wellness fair. So I went to wellness fair with her, and we went around, we walked around, I grabbed some books, I listened to some presentations, and started learning about mindset. And what you say, what you think become your beliefs, and those beliefs are what creates your reality. So for instance, I was thinking at that time, my gosh, how are we going to pay our suppliers? We have no orders this week. My clients are never going to order from me again. The economy is never going to turn around. No one, mom, how are we ever going to find anything for Craig?
Right.
Like negative and negative and negative. And then I was watching the negative news every day because I had a little TV in my kitchen, my little friend there, just
Right.
blasting at me every morning, and which I thought was just normal, and that's what you're supposed to do. And I read these books, I went to the presentations, I was learning more and more and more, and I'm like, wait a minute, time out. First of all, how did I not know that what I think and say creates my reality and gets buried into my little amygdala, your subconscious brain, and it attracts to you what you believe? I didn't know that. I didn't know I was worthy of amazing, wonderful, beautiful things. Maybe I knew when I was younger, but I didn't know at that time. As an adult, I thought, oh, you have to struggle and struggle and struggle and work so hard and work so hard and work so hard for everything. How did I not know this? So I remember one day I was on a beach and it was 2020. And I said, okay, I'm done. I'm done feeling this constant state of fear and worry and anxiety. And if all I have to do are these like 4, 5, 6 things every morning or throughout the day and change my perspective and the way I'm thinking and feeling and speaking, which is free, by the way. It's just my
True.
time. They're all
Right.
free. All right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try.
Okay.
So that's sort
Okay.
of how it started. And little by little, step by step, day by day, you sort of crack that rock around my heart, or that rock of, or I call it this cage of fear. It just started to melt away. And little by little, things got better and better. Because
Okay.
here's the gist. Once I learned that, okay, Lori, these activities that you're going to do raise your vibration, raise your happiness level, help you feel better, help you have a more positive mindset. Well, guess what? When you have all of that, you sell on average 37% more. On average, you're 31% more productive. You have better teams that want to stick with you and work with you. You have more resistance to illness. You live longer. You lower your anxiety. And the coolest one is your mind is more open to creative ideas flowing to you because you're not in that constant
Yeah.
struggle thing. Open feeling. And then the ideas are always coming to you, Wesley. It's just whether
Right.
you're open to hearing them or not. So I said, okay, if all of that has been scientifically researched to do all of this for you, how can I not do it? This is ridiculous. So it was partly that too. Then it became, once things got better and better and better, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to teach this. I think as a kid, I always wanted to be a teacher. So here's my chance now. So I
That
need
was
to
your
teach this.
opportunity, right?
So I started doing just free workshops for entrepreneurs. And usually it was women's groups, like, jewelry sellers or makeup sellers. And then it became more established where we go to our swag clients would hire us to come in and speak to their sales teams or the HR wellness afternoon lunch and learn kind of thing. And that's how it just became a thing. And I'm like, I want everyone to know this. I don't want people to be 55 and just learning this. I was 55 at the time. No, what was I? I don't know. It doesn't matter. What? Over 50 at the time when I learned about
Right.
it.
Right.
And I just don't want people to wait any longer, especially entrepreneurs who
Of
have
course.
this
Of course. Of
plate
course.
of stuff that they have to do. Yeah.
So let me ask you how important it is, because I want to get into the Rogers marketing business, right? Now, you started this over 2 decades ago, and you did it with the concept of, providing swag gear, right? How important it is for business owners to be able to show appreciation by offering swag gear or promotional products, because some entrepreneurs may think that it's quirky and is unnecessary. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, and I'm not just saying this because I'm in the business.
Right?
I think it's paramount.
Really?
Let me put it this way. Think of it this way. Appreciation is the closest feeling to love. Love and appreciation are pretty high up there on the vibration scale. So there's one
True.
thing. Second thing, the number one reason people leave their jobs is because not about money, because they don't feel appreciated. So let's take an employer and employees. You have a team.
Right.
Wouldn't you want to know that? The number one reason why someone is going to leave is because they don't feel appreciated. So we work with a lot of different departments and companies where it's swag to give away at an event, a sales meeting, a monthly thank you, whatever it is. Appreciation is huge.
Oh,
And
wow.
after every order we take, well, I'll say 99% of them, we write handwritten thank you note, stick a note, a Post-it note, whatever, a little piece of swag in the envelope and send it to our clients to thank them. And no one else, okay, entrepreneurs out there, no one else is doing that. So if you're doing that, you're going to stand above everyone else. I think appreciation is paramount. And also, we try to do not monthly, like quarterly mailings to our clients, because guess what? Lumpy mail, 100, all right, I don't know if it's 100, but 99.9% of the time is going to get opened. I'll have to chat GPT the exact percentage. Maybe you could do that when
No, but you're right. Because if I got something in the mail and it was lumpy, it wasn't just a letter, I would be inclined to open it.
Yes. So there you go. If you want to, we do that for our clients and we also do it for prospects.
Okay.
Micromanaged, not thousands, but that micro marketing technique where you pick out, okay, I'm looking at these 10 people that I'd really like to get into. I'd really like to work with them. And I'm going to do this cool item. And a lot of times we'll put the client's logo on it. So let's say it's, ABC company, they're a prospect. We haven't worked with them yet. We grab their logo off the site, off their website,
Right.
stick it on a tumbler, a piece of drinkware, whatever, and ship it to them. Say, hey, really like to work with you, whatever. This is what we do. And so the swag, the lumpy mail is, I know it's old school, but it's effective. More effective than any email. Who's going to open all your emails? Who's going to, I guess people are following you on Instagram or Facebook or what have you, and that's great. But there needs to be this other
a tangible connection, a tangible appreciation, pretty much.
That's what we do. It's tangible media. So what we offer is tangible media.
So it necessarily doesn't have to be just sending swag to clients. You could also send it to your team members and employees. That's a great way of showing appreciation too. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes. It could be even more important. Send appreciation to your team and your employees. Those are the people you want to keep. Those are the people you want working hard for you. Those are the people you want their respect, and they're like, yeah, I'm with you. Yes, absolutely.
Here's ultimately my next question. Nike, I'm not sure if you have the metrics or not, but how much does swag helps out in closing a deal, right? Is there's, because of course you've been doing this for quite some time. Does that really help business, increase their ROI and
so I'm just
close
going to
and
answer
lead
that.
generation and
cut out, but I'm going to tell you, swag will help to open the door, have someone know who you are when you make the phone call. So swag will open the door, but you as the salesperson, as the entrepreneur, as the business owner, has to still follow up and make the connection and call again and try to set the appointment. And guess what? Maybe after 3 or 4 tries, you don't get the appointment, send something else. Right. So there is a metric out there, you probably know this, that it takes about 7 touches to land a sale when you're going after a prospect. 7. Most salespeople stop 7 touches. So I mean, phone call, letter, a swag package, phone call, another swag package, phone call, like 7 touches, whatever those touches happen to be.
Okay.
Most salespeople stop after 3 touches. They give up after 3. And when the statistics show you need 7. So I think that's kind of good to know. So, and I think the swag will help crack the door open for you, but you still have to use all your amazing skills as a salesperson, to get it done.
And what type of swag do you recommend? Does it have to be Can it be something inexpensive? Can it be what's the typical swag you like
Well,
to?
it depends what we're doing. So each client has a different story, right? Which is really fun because we get to do something different every day.
Right.
So I just had a client said, okay, I want to do a mailing to 200 prospects. I want to do US mail, not UPS. It's mailing is getting very expensive lately.
It
So I'm like,
is.
US mail, no problem. This is what we did. So I don't have one here, but we did a beautiful full color microfiber cloth that you wipe
Oh,
your glasses, sunglasses, your screen with, whatever. And it came in a cute little pouch. You slide that into an envelope, good to go with a card. And then you're good to go. And they mailed those to 200 people. So something is, and then someone opens it and you've got this 6x6 cloth, right? And
right.
on that 6x6 cloth, your logo, your website, your name, your phone numbers, maybe your little tagline, like all the information you can get on it is right here in this 6x6 area. They're under $2. I think to mail them, it's like $4, something like that. Then you've
Right.
got your card. And someone's going to just put that on their desk. Now, the other thing that's very, very fun that many clients do. I know this is old school too, Wesley, and you're going to laugh at me, but we do these like cute, I don't know if you can see this, personalized calendars.
Personalized calendars. No, that's dope. I like that. I
So
like that.
each page has a photo on it with the person's name in it. And then you get these do you think someone's going to throw this away and have someone's name on it?
No, absolutely not. No.
No.
Yeah, they'll have it on their desk or they'll take it home and put it on their home office or
Yes.
whatever the
So
case may be. Yeah.
these are fun. I think these cost about, I want to say around $4, but can go in an envelope or we can direct mail it to prospects or clients as well. And then if it's a big wig, like a really large client or company that you're going after, sure. Why not send them a beautiful, leather journal or, a piece of reusable drinkware or the big thing now is something made in the USA. So maybe a made
Right.
in the USA tote or bag or because nobody's going to throw away a tote bag. They're just
Absolutely not. That's true. That's true.
or something like that or a piece of drinkware or pen and think about their name because putting their name on it, they're not going to toss it and they're going to get me going, oh, that's really nice. Oh,
Right.
cool. You thought of me that way.
And you're right. It's a great conversation starter because typically when you call as a sales agent, right, you can say, hey, did you get that piece of gift that I've sent and everything like that, right? And it
That,
automatically separates you from the dozens of calls that they receive on a daily basis, right?
yes, right. And it's something to exactly what you just said. It's something to reference when you call. Yeah. It
Awesome.
makes the call a warm call, not a cold call.
Not a cold
So,
call.
yeah. So that's what I like.
Man, and how many different companies have you worked with? You work with small, big, mid-sized companies, or there's no discrimination there.
All right, there's no discrimination. Small, medium, large, really large. We've done it all, and I have a great team. I have a great social media team. I have a great account manager. We have great inside account support. It takes a team to do it. I don't do it all myself. For thank goodness. The piece I like to do now. No, I used to do it all myself when we were starting out.
Of
Yeah,
course.
you did everything. Now I can delegate. And what I like most about it now is calling. I know it's old school and many of my clients are like, I don't know, 25 to 45. When they hear me call, it's like, I'm probably the only one that calls them because everybody's texting or emailing. And I'm like, no, I just like to call and check in and say, what's going on? And so they probably think, my God, Lori, she's so old fashioned, but that's okay. I don't care. I'll
That's
take
okay.
it. I'll take it.
That's okay. That's okay. And now the companies, if a lot of our viewers, they're newly minted entrepreneurs, they're just now starting out. Do you think, is there just a particular point where a business should be before they start sending out promotional materials to be able to go ahead and prospect? Or it doesn't matter if you're a one-man show, or it really doesn't matter in that regard? What do you say?
I would think from my own past experience and from startups that we're working with, you have to have a website complete because you're probably going to put that on whatever swag you're working on.
Okay, that
So
makes
I would
sense.
say, you've got your business cards done. You've got your little post, your little card, your handwritten card things done. You have
Okay.
your website done. You've got your product done, hopefully, right? Your product or service of what you're selling done.
Right.
and then you're ready to go. So you don't want to send out a gift to someone and have them go, oh, well, we're not ready. We're not set up yet. I don't have the building yet. I don't have the space yet. I can't host a workshop yet. So I think you need your framework complete and then you can go. But at the same time, as you're building your framework, you start making your lists, right? Or you're buying a list, you're creating lists, whatever you're doing.
Right.
These are my clients. These who I'm going to go after. These are my prospects. So once it's set, and this is the product that I'm probably going to want to send first off, and it doesn't have to be a product first off. You could send a card first and see what happens, or a pen or whatever it is. And, back in the day before 9/11, we were able to walk into buildings and drop off a gift bag. So
Yeah, I remember those.
yeah. So that doesn't happen anymore. So you
Uh,
want to get really want to get tight on who you're going to go after. But I think you've got to have the structure there, because if you're sending people to a website and it's not complete yet, that doesn't make any sense.
yeah, you've missed, because first impression is the most lasting impression. So you
Yes.
want to be able to have everything set up prior to you be able to
Right.
start.
Right.
Okay. And what type of businesses do you think that are more productive doing promotional gear? Is it service-based businesses like real estate agents or people in real estate, or is it product-based businesses that do best? What do you see in your expertise? Which are the businesses that do best when it comes to prospecting via promo materials?
Right. I don't really know the answer to that, who does
Okay.
best, but I can tell you who we work with a lot.
Okay, there you go. That'll work.
It's product-based companies
Product-based, okay.
and service-based, health insurance-based companies, service-based companies, companies that have trade shows, companies that are meeting the public and trying to influence the public into purchasing something.
Okay.
I can't speak to smaller people like real estate agents or small insurance firms and things like that. We don't really work with a lot of them, but I will say this: if you get a thank you note and or a little calendar or something from, let's say, your financial advisor or something every year, I think that's nice, and that's kind, and that's nice, and you think
Yeah,
that.
that's pretty cool too. That's something that everybody don't do.
No, they don't. And then you're probably more likely to referral them to someone else. What's the
That
word?
makes sense,
Refer
right?
them to someone
Yes.
else. Yeah. So we can make it work depending on what your budget is, what the client's budget is. But I know a lot of real estate agents will do like a gift basket. Like after every sale, they'll do like a gift
A gift
basket.
basket. Okay.
But we don't do that. I mean, we can, but
Right.
like these one-off orders, it's just not as
Yeah.
lucrative, and not everybody wants to do it that way.
And also, how much do you think a company should set aside on its budgeting for promo materials? Is there's should it be a percentage or a specific dollar amount?
Well, from our experience as entrepreneurs and business owners,
Uh-huh.
when we lay out our budget and what we think about for the year, it's probably, depending on what you're selling, maybe 10%, 5-10% of your, it's so hard to say because who knows what your
Yeah,
sales and your income is going to be. I think if you're a business that's just starting out, I think you have to start tight
of
and
course.
simple and then grow. What
Right.
that percentage is, I mean, I think I would say 10.
That's very conservative. Yeah, 10% to be able to go, because you could factor that into your advertising budget.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's yes, absolutely.
Yeah, factor that into your advertising budget, right? And a great thing about it, this is all tax write-off as well too. So you really you can't
Mhm.
look at it as an expense. You're saving money at the end of the day, right? It's
It's
marketing, right?
marketing and sales and advertising. That's the line item you can use.
Yeah, right. Okay. Now, this goes hand in hand into the next topic I want to talk about, which is your positive activity framework that you've created,
Mhm.
right? And
Yes.
this has been your journey now. And I can see the correlation, right? Because promotional material, like you said, shows love and appreciation. And now this is all part of, giving out positive action, right?
Mhm.
So now that you have worked on, your positive transformation movement now, how has this been able to go ahead and rocket fuel your business and put you on the next level with the positive activity movement you're doing?
Yes. It's helped because it's kept me at a higher vibrational level with more resilience and a more positive and optimistic mindset. Now, Wesley, let's face facts. Every day is not, apple blossoms and cherries and blah, 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 fireworks.
True, right?
Challenges come up every single day, especially when you have a child with special needs, when you have a family, when you have a partner, when you have a small business, two of them, by the way. So it's challenges come up, things
Of
don't ship
course.
on time, or they ship to the wrong place, or it was the wrong color, or you name it. Entrepreneurs know that anything can happen. But with these skills that I now have, with these tools that I know, I can bounce back easier. Okay. So I'm not taken down to the ditch anymore. I can stay kind of up here, or I get taken down a few notches, but I can get back faster. And that's when the ideas will flow. That's when new things will come in. So when we started our positive activity business, instead of thinking there are no customers for me, everybody's doing this, who's going to listen to me, what I have to say? Like, I'm just
Yeah, you can't have that mindset there. Yeah.
bored sitting over here in, Boston, like who's going to so I said, no. But I had the learning and I knew that that isn't helping me. No, tell your story the way you want it to be. I'm a great presenter. I have a lot to tell people. I have a lot to teach people. I am inspiring people. So I flipped my perspective and I flipped my words to help with grow this piece of my life as well. Yeah.
And how, and of course you mentioned this as far as the dealing with the personal and professional, right? Because every day is not peachy and rosy and everything like that. So
Mhm.
what's the framework you use to not only uplift yourself, but what's the audience, what framework do you suggest they should use in order to uplift themselves and create positive activity?
So I'll give you a few things that I do first thing in the morning.
Okay.
However, if you go to positiveactivity.net, our website, and you go to the free downloads, there's some free downloads on there.
Right.
These things are listed there. So if you want to write them down, great. Or go to our toolkit right on the website. So I think what's paramount is starting your day before your day starts you. And by that I mean getting up, going to the bathroom. I don't mean going to the bathroom. If you have to, go ahead. But I mean
Right.
walking into the restroom and giving yourself a high five in the mirror and telling yourself, this is what I do. I said, Lori, high five to you. I love and approve of you. And I have a whole card of what I say to myself in the mirror. So create something amazing and tell yourself kind things that you've got this day. Your meeting today is going to go so well. Whatever you want to tell yourself every morning, do it first thing and do it before your day starts you. You start your day. So you get out of bed, high five, right, and read your affirmations to yourself. And then I had someone say to me, Lori, there are mornings I don't even want to get out of bed. I said, okay, I gotcha. So can you count down? Mel Robbins taught this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you count down? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do the 5-second rule and then just go. Then just go. Just try it. Try it. So, okay, so get out of bed, get my coffee, grab my journal, and I write down 3 unique things that happened in the last 24 hours that I appreciate.
3 unique things.
3 unique, so they have to be new every day.
Okay.
So you think about what you appreciated from the day before. You feel it. You feel that amazing feeling of love and appreciation in your heart. And you think about it. You write it down. And why? Why did you appreciate that? So 3 things. Then I write down a conscious recall. So I think of something that happened in the last 24 hours that brought me a smile to my face, that made me feel good, that like, oh, my son thanked me for making him blueberry pancakes, or Craig's trainer had such a great report of how well he did yesterday, or, my daughter and I had such a great conversation, whatever it is. You write that down and then you marinate on that for a few minutes. You think about all that great. So your brain, God love it, doesn't know whether it's happening right now or it
Right.
happened yesterday. It just doesn't. It thinks it's happening right now.
That
So you
okay.
get all of those good feelings into your body again. All that dopamine, all those good feelings, all that love and
You're
appreciation.
attracting it. You're bringing that positive energy into you. Right. Okay.
So the conscious, and then I meditate. So there's different meditations that I do each day. And believe me, Wesley, when I first started, I couldn't even sit there for 30 seconds without, I'm out, thought of something, gotta go, whatever.
Right.
So research has shown that it takes 21 days for something to become a habit.
A habit, right?
Give yourself 3 weeks. It's not going to happen overnight. So now I love the Kimberly Snyder wrote a book. It's called The Five Hearts, and she has a really cool 10-minute, going to the heart meditation that I just love first thing in the morning. And there's a few others. I alternate which meditations I do. You don't have to sit there for 30 minutes unless you want to.
Right.
But, anything from 5 to 15 minutes is what I try to do every morning and at night. These things are listed. So once I learned that these activities are scientifically based and proven to do all these amazing things for you, I said, oh my God, I'm going to try this. This is amazing. I'm going to do this. And as time has gone on, I've added more and more things to my list of things I do to set my morning in the right way. I think the foundation of your day is in the morning, so get it going there first.
Of course, that's the
The
starting
other thing that I
point
try
right
to do
there,
during the
right?
day is change my perspective. Like if something challenging is happening, say, okay, I sit, I think, I stay in calm, and I say, how is this happening for me, not to me? Now, there are days when I cannot do that, and I just let it be. Okay, I'm going to feel ornery today. Okay, this is not great. This is whatever. Like, give yourself a break, right? Like, give yourself some grace. Some days are better than others. And what I've tried to do is like, no, this too will pass. Tomorrow's another day. And I go back to just knowing that the answers are within me. And I just pray for guidance. I pray for, with my mind being more open to receiving ideas, I pray for those ideas to come in and that I'm open enough to receive them and listen to them. So that's when challenges come up. So that's these skills and these tools have helped me sort of work through those challenges. I hope that answered the question.
And no, that definitely answered the question because, you're right. It takes 21 days to build a habit. And especially nowadays where burnout is such at an all-time high and everything like that. We need more and more positivity in this world of divisiveness that we're in right now. So, and I want to as before we wrap up the episode, I want to ask you one final question for the audience. If there's one piece of advice
Wesley,
you could
that seemed
share
like a
with
really,
them to
really
help.
important, good question, and you just froze. So if you could repeat it,
Okay,
that would
I'm
be
sorry.
awesome.
Okay, how about now? Let me see. Are we
No,
back?
you're still fuzzy and frozen.
Are we back? Let me see here. Are you able to hear and see me now? How about now?
I can hear you, but you are fuzzy. But now I can hear you.
Okay, let me try to ask the question. Okay, we're back. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Okay. Wow. I'm sorry about that. Obviously, we have some internet issues. Let's see if I can ask you the last question before. Still fuzzy?
but now you're frozen again.
Frozen again. Yeah. How about now? Still frozen? Yeah. Trying to reconnect. Make sure you have a stable internet. Man, we keep having bad internet issues. You still can't. Is this a little?
Now you're perfect. No, now it's clear and I can hear you.
All right, perfect. So let me see if I can ask this last question so we
Okay.
can go ahead. All right. The last question is there any piece of advice you want to share with the audience that they could use in their business to be able to go ahead and get it to the next level, either through promotional materials or positive mindset? What one piece of advice you want to share with the audience before we wrap?
One piece of advice I would say use your I am statements. So if you want to move your business to the next level and you're worried, you're scared, you're anxious about it, first of all, don't tell anyone about it because there are naysayers out there that are going to say, no, why are you doing that? So I would
Right.
say don't tell anyone for a year what you might want to do. Secondly, I would say use your I am statements. I am a strong, successful entrepreneur. I am forging ahead. I am learning new things. I am a great salesperson. Whatever you need to say to yourself to soothe that inner critic. So when that inner critic comes up, and it will, because that's the way our brains work, you say, thank you for the advice. Thank you for the comment, but I'm good here. And I am a great salesperson. I am moving forward with my marketing concepts. I am making these phone calls today. So don't beat yourself up. We all have that inner critic. I hear mine every day too. But you thank it for being there because it's going to save your life. It does save your life in case a bus is coming. It's going to tell you to get out of the way, which is important. But you don't need it day to day to tell you that you're doing something wrong or it's not going to happen or this is bad or I'm never going to make that sale. So cut the inner critic. Use your I am statements because you are amazing and powerful and can do it.
Awesome.
That's my advice.
Awesome. Well, Lori, thank you so much for coming on today's episode. You've been
Sure.
absolutely fantastic in dropping gems and sharing with the audience not only the power of being able to spread positivity, but also help entrepreneurs realize the importance of helping their business to the next level by showing love and appreciation through promotional materials, right? Because that's why they call you the swag queen now, right?
Thank you for having me. This was so fun. I hope people got a couple of good tips and tricks.
Absolutely. Well, also, how can the audience, I'm pretty sure they want to ask you questions, they want to follow you, they want to connect with you. How can the audience do so?
So if you go to positiveactivity.net, links to my Instagram and Facebook are out there. There's blogs, there's past interviews I've done, there's toolkits and downloads that you can download and follow and read through. And our emails are on there too. Lori, I'm Lori at positiveactivity.net.
Awesome. Well, Lori, thank you so much for again being such a wonderful, fantastic guest today. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, definitely connect with Lori. All of her links will be inside of the show note description where you'll be able to connect with her. Please reach out to her if you want to be able to get your business to the next level, learn more about giving out promotional materials, learn about her positive activity framework to be able to spread positivity in your life and the world. Connect with her as she has been doing it for quite some time. She is truly, truly a vet. But again, always thanks for tapping in. Thanks for tuning in. And we will catch you on the flip side. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks for
This conversation about building up your blueprint. It's time to take it cause time is wasted. Go grind and chase it, don't lose it. This generation need integration with information to move with. An inclination that is abiding in entertaining improvement. Yep, Wes Paul with Blueprint. His guests are exclusive. Get on and tune in and then learn some new tips about credit, finance, investment. A nice chance to get rich and buy land. Flip it, quick 9 bands. Learn all the skills from Wes, he did it. Learn how to build successful business. Run up a mill and get the digits. Run up a mill. Look, safe place where guests are speaking. Based off financial freedom. All facts, no cap, believe it. Podcast, you have to see it.